Hey, what is up, guys? You're watching Pokemon TCG, and in today's video, guys, I'm going to be talking to you real quick about some worries that I have regarding the switch to Pokemon TCG Live. In case you did miss it, we will be switching from Pokemon TCG Online to Live, and with the state that this game's in and how much stuff is going on with it, and my personal worries and stuff that has been brought up by the community, it's definitely it's definitely very like scary when you think about it. So when this game dropped, it had a cool premise of you didn't have to go through the trade system, which I feel like is the only downside Pokemon TCG Online really had. You don't have to like trade 30 packs for like one Pokemon or like one card for your deck, and then try to hope you can grind and pull some more, or put in more packs or whatever. Instead, what you can do is you can go on here, and let's say you are wanting to build a deck that involves we'll say a Alolan Vulpix, since it'll pop up quick. All you have to do is use the in-game currency here that you can get through like doing challenges, completing stuff, and just naturally just playing the game. You can go on here and you can exchange it for how many you need and just spend that. So it makes brand new cards that come out, brand new decks more accessible, new trainers, new cards, new arts if you want to have matching arts or something like that. It just makes that a lot easier to do. You don't have to sit there and like hope you can pull them out of like 100 packs, or trade like 90 something packs off and then like kind of finish your deck. You don't have to do that. And you would imagine with that premise and that idea that it would make the switch to Pokemon TCG Live probably happen for a lot more players. But no. This game is in such a terrible state that it's like, how? You already have an online Pokemon simulator, so you have the premise for a game, and you want to make a new game that's a little more improved, yet you drop the ball. You drop the ball as bad as they did. Because on paper, it should be cool. And quite frankly, I really wish they would have just incorporated this whole thing to Pokemon TCG Online. Just throw this in here and just kind of keep the game how it is. But no, they make a brand new game where they patch something and 10 things go wrong. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is the visuals of the game. And I'll get the little stuff out of the way first before I move on to the major stuff. So on mobile, what you can do is you can look at your entire deck and it'll kind of pop up here on the right, and you'll have to scroll down. Immediately, from a content creator's perspective, how you can just go on Pokemon TCG Online and like expand your entire deck, so that way people, when they're clicking on your videos or tuning in, they can like pause, look at your list, and then they can kind of go either like, all right, there's my skeleton, or they can start watching your video, or they can just skim past and go straight to the gameplay to see what you're doing. The mobile allows you to look at your entire deck, whereas the desktop, you can't do that, which to me makes no sense. So immediately, that is a glaring red flag there. On top of that, I want to just point out the board in this game versus the one on Pokemon TCG Online. Now, the one on Pokemon TCG Online, it actually feels like you're playing a game. It really feels like you're actually playing a Pokemon game. This here just looks like a jumbled up mess compared to that. And it kind of seems like they're prioritizing trying to make the field look better versus trying to actually patch up problems that are in the game. And don't worry, I'm not going to play like a full-on game here. I'm just kind of discussing this, and then I'll move on. But how they have this whole thing kind of set up is like, I don't know. There's just a lot going on. And I feel like aesthetically they could have done better with this, because I feel like Pokemon TCG Online, being the older game, looks better. It looked better. This game does not. So there has also been like some game-breaking exploits that have been coming up that I know have been a issue for people, and that is going to be my next topic that I'm going to talk about when it comes to fixing this game and trying to figure things out. So you got a game that, how do I want to word this? You got a game that pretty much is going to be the focal point of Pokemon moving forward. This is going to be the game that everyone's going to be playing. Because during COVID, during the pandemic, whenever everything kind of stopped and the entire world halted, Pokemon kind of strived through the online. That's what happened. Everyone was playing the online, because it was easily accessible. You could still host tournaments, you could still play the game, you can still kind of just go about the normal everything beside being at an actual tournament. So obviously, you built this larger online community. Of course, people buying base set stuff and people walking out with Charizard around their chain for some reason. I don't know. Anyway, it made Pokemon a little more popular, and Pokemon was already popular, so it's just weird that it kind of seems like they don't care. And when you release this game and you make it as buggy as it is, it's like, what the heck do you even, like, what are you even doing, bro? And so I'm just kind of playing this just so you guys can get like a look at the board here. There's another glitch where you can't look at your discard pile really, and I will point that out here in just a second whenever I play this and I get some more stuff down. Why can't I play that energy? Is that another glitch? Alright then. Apparently I can't play that energy. Oh, but I can play this one. Alright, see, like I said, guys, glitches. Anywho. God, what was I talking about? That threw me off so bad. Don't worry, I'm going to do this attack here. But yeah, that's just another thing. It's like you can't even... Like, there's just so much crap that happens in this game that just kind of ruins it. And when this is going to become the primary, like, game, and when everyone switches over, oh, that is going to be a disaster. That is going to be a disaster. Because, like, you think about it now, like, they patch something and, more things break. Well, we have a whole new archetype coming in. We have a whole new set coming in. We have a rotation coming in. And then they'll be trying to patch and fix things there. So there's no telling what in the world they're going to break in that process. And getting back to the online community, we have YouTubers who do a lot of videos, and they have this game now to where like they can make basically any deck, and that's going to be really cool for a brand new person wanting to get into the game when they get on and the YouTuber mentions like, hey, all you have to do is play this game a lot and you can build up these coins, you can get packs, you can get rewards, and you can build a deck that you might see online that is really fun for you and that you would like. That's what it should be, but instead, there's a lot of YouTubers I know that aren't a fan of this game, and some will push through and make content on this game, but then there's some that I know that have mentioned they don't really want to. So I feel like if this game is in such a poor state to where like people are going to get turned off by it, that is not good at all. Especially like when you look at, so Pokemon TCG Online, it doesn't really have any game breaking exploits. I don't think. If they do, the cards usually like taken off and they fix it pretty quickly. Yeah, there's been some cards that have taken some time to fix, but still they get it fixed relatively quickly compared to this game where it takes a hot minute for them to do that. Like, why would you come back and play a game where people are exploiting the living piss out of something and you just like straight up can't play the game? Like, that ruins the fun. It's cheating. It's, well, I wouldn't say it's cheating, it's just taking advantage of a broken game. But you guys get the point. Like, why would you want to come back? Why would you want to play a game that people are just going to sit here and exploit? And then if more and more people keep doing it, that's going to just kind of be a domino effect where, more people are going to start doing it, then they're going to start doing it. And then the community's like, this game sucks. We want Pokemon TCG Online back. And it becomes a big, giant ordeal. So, I don't know, man. Like I said, everything I'm saying has already been said before. It's been said 100 times. People who haven't really even played this game are saying it. And it's one of those things, it's like, we're gonna be forced to all switch to a freaking broken mess of a game, and people are not looking forward to it, and that's bad. You know, people like the realistic viewpoint of this whole situation should be people are sad that Pokemon TCG Online is leaving because it's been, you know, a big part of the community for so many years, but they don't mind switching to live because live seems fun. That is not the case at all. That is not the case in the slightest. It's Pokemon TCG Online is the superior game, and Pokemon TCG Online is a buggy nightmare that has ruined fun because it is so bad right now, and there's no telling what they'll break going forward. And that's the general breakdown. I don't understand it, bro. I don't. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I didn't want to go crazy into detail regarding this entire thing. I just kind of wanted to talk to you a little bit about it and mention some of my issues and some of my worries about it. Just to kind of break down everything is like from a content creator's perspective. I don't like how this game looks. Exploits, glitches, them fixing one thing and 6 things breaking bothers me. God, what else? I feel like they don't care. I feel like they just absolutely do not care. And I'm worried about when the community all switches over, because I feel like that's going to be something that not everyone's talking about. Because holy crap, dude, there's a lot that could be a video in itself, just the entirety of that whole situation. Yeah, man, I feel like the online it should be a great place for new players to start with this kind of system, but they dropped the ball so bad that it just kind of seems like they don't care.
Don't forget to like, follow, and obey.